What is going on, everybody? It is Lineman Life Live. Welcome to the Wednesday night tier maker stream. I'm your observant lineman, Uche Waneri, and I have my guys here, 5 Points Vids and Urinating Tree. How are you guys doing this evening?
I'm doing well, man. Watching the Astros just lay it on the Boston Red Sox, about to go up 3-2 in this series, and just
kicking that ass.
Watching Twitter for the rumor mill. You know what I'm talking. We're going to talk about it later.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You know it, man.
So, wild week in the NFL again. Multiple overtime games again.
A lot of blowouts.
And Jaguars got a dub. Yes, sir.
They grinded it out.
Goddamn Miami.
It out.
Boy, I have faith in them.
Urban Meyer. And sent the Miami Dolphins tumbling into a whirlwind of just shit.
Panic.
They are ass backwards right now in Miami. And that has been leading to some very, very hot, I mean sizzling rumors that the Miami Dolphins are close to a deal for D. Watt. Now, before we even get into it,
yes,
what does it say that you're a first overall pick or second overall pick, whatever the hell he was?
Fifth, I think.
And within 24 months, you're already on the chopping block.
He was rumored on the chopping block at the end of his rookie year.
Fair enough. He was. Yes, he was. He was rumored to be on the chopping block. And after the end of his rookie year, he notoriously said during the year that NFL was slow. And much like Justin Fields, the very next week, he ate those words. Mm-hmm. And now, and let me pull up Bleacher Report has here. Now, Bleacher Report and many other outlets are reporting that there could be a deal imminent with the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. And that could be happening as early as this week. It says Dolphins deal with Texans for Deshaun Watson could go down this week per at McLean on NFL. And here is his Houston Chronicle article that follows that up. Now, what do you guys think about this? You know, kind of going into the show, starting things up. What do you think about a situation where Houston goes and makes this trade? First off, who wins in this trade? Because one, you have a very young talent in Tua Tagovailoa, who is, I mean, he's still a top 5 pick, from just 2 seasons ago.
I hate to say this, but a lot of people win in this, right? Like Houston dumps an asset that they don't even want to put onto the field, right? Deshaun wins because he gets a gig, right? He's just going to let this non-criminal shit just blow over and, try to come out of this unscathed. And when he throws for 30 touchdowns, he'll be, exonerated because that's how the world works nowadays, right? And then Miami, they're not going to tank for nothing. They don't have a draft pick next year. They want something for this lost season because they've already traded that shit away. And Washington gets somewhat of an upgrade over Taylor Heineke. Now they have way more problems than quarterback. More problems. I think they're the losers out of this. The fact that they just want to get in on it it's just typical Washington. Dan Snyder falling for I don't know how Dan Snyder got rich because when it comes to the NFL, he is falling for phishing scams all the time. They're like,
I think he built his own business. It was like an internet or like a tech company or something like that.
Sold billboards and
it was billboards and like telemarketing or some shit. And I'm sitting there like, how did this guy run a successful business? He's been terrible running the Redskins or Washington or whatever they call themselves now. It's just like, Jesus.
The rescans.
The Washington Panthers, Carolina North.
Yeah, I think that it makes sense for so many people, but it's just, it all depends on how the public is going to perceive Deshaun Watson stepping foot on a football field, and they might not be able to cart him out there until next year. I don't think.
Yeah, I kind of felt like that might be the situation because I mean he's He's not going to be in football shape at the moment, which that matters even at quarterback. Throwing the ball 50, 60 times a game. Especially if you haven't been in practice, which he really hasn't. I don't know if he practices with the team like regularly or if he's just off on the side. But usually when you're in a situation like that, you're not he's not getting nearly the conditioning that you should be getting.
No. He's not even getting reps, right? Why would you even
not even getting reps? They're not going to give him any reps because he's
sitting
not
on the sides of training camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's getting massages.
Yeah.
he's getting not so happy endings.
Yeah.
He's getting totally platonic endings.
Yes. Now he learned from his mistakes. He's like, look, I got a massage, but it was from a dude. Okay.
He's not getting drilled. He's doing the drilling.
Uh-huh. Side question though for both of y'all. Have y'all ever gotten a massage? Like a professional massage? I know probably Uche has, but
like a long time ago.
What's funny,
the best
my wife
massage I ever got was in Hawaii. It was the best massage I ever got.
Was it a dude or a chick? God.
Honestly, I don't remember. I fell asleep.
So my wife and I, we went and we got a couples massage, and like we both said like we would prefer someone of the opposite gender to do it. Man, it didn't make the woman that did my massage. It didn't make a difference. Like next time I go, I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like it could be a dude or a chick, because you just like you. It's like you close your eyes and you could just. It's like a glory hole. Like if I don't see it, I don't know. Right?
I don't know, and I'm telling you, I this massage was so crazy. I woke up. It was a lady. It was a chick.
Oh.
But it's like it's not like these IG massage therapists that D-Watt was going after. These were like pros. She was built. She was like thick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I passed out. I wake up. It was a 90-minute massage. I wake up.
Damn.
And she's like, yeah. I was like, we're done. She's like, yeah, you were snoring. I was like, oh, you must have done a damn good job then. Shit.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail everything with the talks of massage, but that just seeing Deshaun Watson just primed me for the word massage.
Time for some massage talk.
Yes.
Honestly, I feel like Miami is a loser in this because, like you said, quarterback is not the only thing that's wrong with that franchise. But they didn't necessarily have a quarterback problem either. It was more of a, what do you want? How do you want your team to be built? What do you want your team's identity to be? Are you going to be a running team? Are you going to be a spread team? Are you going to be an attack defense, a coverage defense? They never really set what they wanted to be. Initially, I guess we kind of felt like they were going to be a, copy and paste New England Patriots team when Brian Flores got the job. But now it just kind of feels like they're just dust in the wind. They're just flailing. They're kind of just flailing.
Tree, do you think Tua's a loser in this deal? I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
I mean, the thing with Miami is, do they really have a choice, I feel like? Because I feel in the same regard that Chris Greer and Brian Flores have to be feeling some sort of pressure, especially overachieving last year, 10-6. You have playoff aspirations. People expect you to make the playoffs. Some might have them winning the division ballsily, and then they just fall off. They go to 1-5. Your offense is a mess. You have no offensive line. Your defense has regressed big time. So they're thinking like, okay, we got to throw a Hail Mary and try and save our jobs, or Chris Greer might try to save his job, and they think Deshaun Watson's going to be the answer. And I think at the same time, they feel like they might not have a choice. As for Tua, I kind of feel like he's getting the Josh Rosen treatment in a way. Like they haven't really given him much of a shot. It's like he's been okay. Like for the most part, I don't think he's been like anything great, but I think he could be starting caliber on the right system. I think he's shown flashes of it. And at the same time, like he's not the big problem of that offense. The offense problem right now is they have no offensive line.
Yeah.
And they can't allow like Jalen Waddle and like Will Fuller and Devontae Parker to be able to get open. And that's why I think their biggest problem is like they're hoping Deshaun can run for his life like he did in Houston. But at the same time, all you're getting from Deshaun over Tua is probably more raw talent, more running ability, and maybe a suspension.
More playmaking ability.
That's really it.
Maybe better health too. Like
maybe
he's out there more often than Tua. Tua, I mean, he's broken down like a foreign car. Like he's just always just not on the field. And
ever since that hip injury at Alabama.
Fragile hips, dude. Fragile hips.
Yeah. His hips don't lie.
Fragile hips.
Oh, they don't lie. All right.
Telling the truth. Mm-hmm.
All right. So moving on, let's get into the TIERMAKER. We're gonna start making this like Squid Game.
Uh-oh. Have you seen Squid Game?
Do we have to wear decorations?
Oh, dude, I watched it in 2 nights, and I was like, "This is the best show I've ever seen in my life."
It's one of the best. How did you watch it though? Original Korean with subtitles?
Oh, absolutely.
That's the way to do it.
I'm not watching
the way to do it.
Shit,
dude. I'm still like, I don't want to give away any spoilers. It's just anybody that watches it, just watch it, or hasn't seen it, just watch it. It's good.
Yeah, just watch it. It's a damn good show, and your head's gonna be spinning by the last episode. So.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, what? Okay, all right.
Season 2.
Yeah, season 2. When does that break? Yeah,
they haven't even talked about it.
It's funny because I have friends that are degenerate gamblers and they don't think of it the way that they don't like the show the way I liked it because they're like, this is sadistic. I was like, no, it's not. It's human nature.
Hey, I mean, if you're desperate to go on a show like that, you got to deal with the consequences.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm sorry.
Right,
I keep
let's
derailing
get into
everything.
it. No, we're good, man. Derailment is fine. All right, so we got our tiers here. You guys know what they are. Gruden and Meyer Associates. That might be changing soon, depending on the landscape
of the NFL.
In the next 7 days or so.
Mm-hmm.
We got Spare Some Change for the telly. We got Don't Give Me Hope. We got to Fight for the Right. It's my turn. And we are the bad guys. So
plenty of bad guys now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, plenty of bad guys now. Man, shit got real quick.
Yeah.
All right, so first matchup here. We got Denver at Cleveland somehow, and maybe this will probably change. Somehow Cleveland is minus 130 on the money line, and they are -2 favorites.
Case Keenum gets his grudge match against Denver. There's the storyline right there.
I would say that Cleveland is very susceptible to a trap game here, but Denver is playing like shit.
Oh, Cleveland's wrecked by injury. They're without Kareem Hunt. They're without Nick Chubb. OBJ's apparently going through issues again. Baker's going to be out. JOK's out. Clowney may be out. Like, they're wrecked.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just Cleveland now.
Like, if they lose to Denver, you might as well just fold up and tank. Like,
but Denver is also in disarray. Like, they can't.
That's what I mean. If they lose to Denver, you're done.
Yeah, they can't run the ball. They can't defend. Like, they're just, Pat Shermer.
They can't do anything.
Yeah,
literally nothing. I saw them against Pittsburgh, and I'm just sitting there like, what are you doing?
But Cleveland is like one injury away from just being Cleveland.
I think they might.
Yeah, this could be a lost season for them. Like they've got to win this game.
Season.
This is a must-win for them. I say Cleveland. I say they treat it like a playoff game.
They have to. Sure. No, I mean, if they lose, as I said, fold the season.
And they're fighting for their right.
This is literally fighting for the right.
Yeah.
They're literally fighting for the right. Now, what about these Broncos?
They're sparing some change. Especially after losing a game with a special teams coordinator dealing with all the bullshit of John Gruden, and then they come out and not only win but dominate. That's spare some change.
Fangio's job is on the line this week.
But don't worry. Didn't you hear he has the right guys to get them out of their losing streak?
Yeah, the right guys. Why has Denver been so bad? Like, I don't get it.
They've dropped now, what, 3 in a row now?
Yeah, their offense is just nothing but checkdowns. Like, they barely do anything worthy of note. It's like I was watching it against Pittsburgh. I'm like, 3rd and long, check down. 4th and long, check down. 1st and short, check down. Like, it's nothing but checkdowns, dude.
Well, maybe that's
all your receivers to do anything.
Yeah, maybe their receivers just can't get open.
A little bit of that. They do have some injuries. I mean, they are starting Kendall Hinton at wideout. So
this is one of those times when I kind of revert back to the old, it doesn't really matter how many games you win in the first month of the season, because it's not a true indicator of what your team is actually going to be. You'll find out more in the second quarter of the season, in the next 4 games. And we're finding out a lot about a lot of teams, because now you're dealing with injuries. Now you're dealing with plenty of game film to scout and try to exploit any weaknesses that a team might have. I mean, even a team like the Cowboys have weaknesses that just haven't been exploited yet. And, you know, these things don't really rear their head until you get into the thick of things, which is usually week 6, week 7, week 8 and on.
Right.
You know,
but also the good teams that keep getting stronger that we'll talk about.
Yeah, the good teams will keep getting stronger. It'll be harder to beat them. Their games will be more decisive. And the teams that are really good, when they play each other, they're going to be really close games. I mean, we've seen some really damn close games, even with the whole Buffalo Tennessee situation.
Yeah.
That was a damn good game. You know?
Tennessee keeps bringing it too. Like,
and they keep bringing that. They were a team that didn't look good in the first 3 weeks. But
they lost
came
to the
together.
Jets.
So, exactly. So, all right, moving on. Let's see here. So we're going with so who are we picking on that one? Who do we think wins that?
I think Cleveland wins it.
I think Cleveland wins it.
I say Cleveland. I think
they win it, but I think they win it just barely. I think they win it by like
I can see that.
All right, next matchup we got. Well, this is gonna be ugly. Washington at Green Bay. Green Bay's minus 425.
Wolf.
That one's easy. Green Bay all day.
That's going to be a stomping, but it might be closer than you expect. I think Green Bay pulls it out.
Green Bay
could be a trap game, but I mean, Washington's no better than Chicago, So
hell no.
So,
and
Chicago
we
at
got
least has a
rematch.
defense.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. What do we got them on the TIERMAKER here?
Green Bay are the bad guys. They are. Aaron Rodgers is owning Chicago.
Now that Aaron Rodgers did that shit talking too, they are the bad guys. Every home team is going to be after them.
And I think it's safe to say
some change.
There's some reskins are in the spare some change. Governor
for the telly. That's actually funny. I don't know if it's still that way, but in the 80s there was like a tax for television in Britain. Like you had to pay a tax to have a TV.
Probably to pay for the BBC.
Oh, hey.
Funded. Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Get your mic on.
I think it's on.
He actually got a new setup. No?
Yeah,
he did. Hey, he. Yeah, we can't hear you. You gotta check your settings.
Yeah.
I think he might have hit the button.
Yep, that was
thought I heard something.
Hold on.
A little bit.
Coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Ooh.
I think he's there. Oh,
yeah, we hear you.
Little reverb.
Still working on not quite professional, but we're
there you go.
We're getting there.
Is that a Blue Yeti?
It is not. This is Rode.
Oh, the Rode mic.
Nice.
Not bad.
Mic.
Not bad.
I'm told it's
Pro style.
Yeah, no, it's solid.
Yeah.
Well, we're just going through this TIERMAKER. Let's see. We got these two teams in our next matchup. Okay, yeah. So Green Bay is Super Bowl. Redskins are telly. And you had to pay for TV back in the days. Cost the pond. But moving on to the next one, we got, and this one's a rematch. I think this was the AFC title game. I think Kansas City at Tennessee. Kansas City is actually a favorite in this, minus 255.
I like Tennessee in this game.
That's what I'm saying.
Trap game.
It's more than a trap game.
This is a betting trap game. It's minus 5.5 for Kansas City. When we just witnessed Tennessee just literally beat Buffalo, which didn't they just beat the shit out of Kansas City?
The only factor that I wonder about is Tennessee drained after that? Like they had to bring the house to keep their playoff hopes alive.
And
they did.
You also have to consider a lot of their corners are knocked out. Like it's practice squad right now.
They
Caleb Farley's out for the year.
Secondary.
Christian Fulton's on IR. I think another guy tore his ACL too. And they're getting battered, especially in the secondary.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's something you have to consider. But I mean, Kansas City's been really sloppy. They have looked bad.
Sloppy.
The score is deceiving.
They've been as bad
Kansas
as
City,
Jordan
Washington, because
Mahomes dancing. That's how bad they've been. Mm-hmm.
No, it's bad as Washington trying to retire Sean Taylor's jersey.
Oh,
that
God.
ceremony.
Terrible.
That's all. That was it.
And then you got Patrick Mahomes' little brother Jackson Mahomes.
Jackson, that's what I was
Yeah.
trying to say.
Jackson Mahomes. He's over there dancing on a dead man's memorial. Like, come on, get the hell out of here.
That was actually the VIP area. They corralled them in there for that, which is even stranger.
They put them on top of his memorial?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like a thing called by Chad Dukes. Like they, it was like I did a tweet. It's like they did the coronation of Sean Taylor Way in front of porta potties. Dan Snyder wore a hoodie during the ceremony. The VIP, the number where they put the number 21 was in like the VIP area where they corralled them. And then they also had like most of like the ceremony, it was just like a bunch of random guys they could cobble together at the last minute. Joe Gibbs couldn't even make it, I don't think, because he's in the middle of NASCAR season.
So hastily put together
pretty much
to distract you from what's going on with the team.
Oh yeah, easily.
Hey, look
That's
over
a
here.
Typical Dan Snyder. Typical Snyder.
But here's the fucked up part. Hey, look over here. It's still a shit show. What am I looking at?
Yeah, they got
What
their
am I
asses
looking at?
kicked too on top of it. So
Oh my god.
PR move, dude. PR move.
No better than what I'm trying to distract you from.
They got to make him sell the team, right?
yeah. Where's KC in this? Are they fighting for their right?
They're fighting for the right now. They have to prove
KC, yeah,
themselves.
they're definitely fighting for their right. Where's
To party.
They're fighting for their right. They've been so sloppy. It just hasn't looked becoming of a champion. And Tennessee, I mean, they're one more win away.
Yeah, they
one more
think
win away.
they are riding high. They beat probably the AFC favorite, the Buffalo Bills.
no doubt.
Beat them down.
Yeah,
As
they
Rick
beat them. They
Taylor
matched
said,
them physically. They
to
matched
beat
them.
a man,
Physically.
you got to beat the man.
Did you see that run by Derrick Henry? He was running
I love
21
watching
miles
Derrick
an
Henry.
hour.
I love watching Derrick Henry.
Trying to tackle him would be like trying to tackle a dude on a motorcycle. Like what?
I do like watching that cat run. I do.
He's like an 18-wheeler just ramming downhill.
Yeah, there's business
but he's so
made left and right. Like, no, I'm being blocked. Don't want it.
Did nobody want nothing? Hey, I only saw like two. I saw like two clips of somebody stepping up on him, and they was on their back by the end of the play.
Yeah. Micah Hyde tried single-handedly. Dude got knocked on his ass. He's probably with Josh Norman right now in like the chaos realm or something like that.
In the shadow realm.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've got to ask y'all, like, as linemen, like, do you like blocking for a guy like that? Does he take some workload off of y'all? Because he's that's what I thought.
It's not even the workload. It's that they make you right.
Right.
They make your block the right block. Like good running backs make their offensive linemen right.
Yep.
So, like, for instance, a good running back will bleed a hole. Bleeding a hole, excuse the pun, is literally is where a running back stretches his lead as far as he can so that the linebackers actually have to engage the lineman. And then they cut back.
Oh.
That's
so you're just in the right
right
place by default, right? Like
he puts you in the right place based on where he wants to go. So because sometimes, man, the hardest block for an offensive lineman to make is a backside block to a backer, backside to a front side, or backside to like anywhere front side. It's always like one of the hardest blocks because you got to go into a dead sprint and it has to be a flat sprint. Right. You can't even go at an angle. You have to go flat so that you can get on that linebacker 9 yards that way, because if you try to get to the angle, he's running right past you.
Oh yeah, so it's done. You're done. You're late.
A running back who notices that will start to cut back a little bit early, so that linebacker false steps and then has to come back. And when he retraces, retraces right into the lineman. So you feel it because and when you feel that, that your running back's cutting back behind you. So you wall him off or you run him up the field. And
yes,
a guy like that, his vision is so good that he knows where he wants to go. Nobody will dictate to him where he's going to run the ball. He's going to run where he wants to.
Yeah,
His linemen are going to be blocking for him.
That's for sure.
You know, so you never really see Derrick Henry searching for a hole. He goes to the hole he wants, and then he runs through the hole.
Yeah,
I am the hole.
Yeah, he is the hole. He's the plug. He's the plug.
All right. Well, next matchup here. This one is this is a close to a tank bowl. We got Atlanta at Miami.
Interesting.
Minus 140.
I like the Falcons off the bye right here.
Yeah, I think I like off top on this too.
Coming off the London bye. That's right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that Deshaun Watson starts this game for the Dolphins. So definitely.
Has that been finalized?
No, but it's getting hot.
Yeah, that's
Getting
the
hot.
speculation right now.
Lots of speculation. It's getting hot and heavy.
Ooh, it's gonna be hot. It is. I think that these Falcons are spare some change.
They're both spare some change.
Yeah,
I think Miami's actually down in Gruden-Meyer though. They are trizzled.
Yeah, they did lose to a team with no wins, and they're getting ready to get rid of their quarterback, who was supposed to be their franchise quarterback. And their head coach and their coaching staff might be done after this season.
Not only did they lose to a team with no wins, they got bamboozled on the last play of the game. They fell for the okey doke. You don't fall for the doke. Like they let Urban Meyer pull the doke on them and then gave up a 51-yard field goal to end the game. Like that was
you
pathetic.
let an asshole fool you and then win the game.
Right. Not many people have said in the NFL thus far that they got outcoached by Urban Meyer.
They just had a scheme that we just couldn't put it together, you know?
Yeah, they really prepared well for us. No, they
Didn't
didn't.
see that coming.
Yeah. They did not.
It wasn't in the breakdowns.
Yeah.
We didn't see that on film this week. We didn't get a chance to get to that.
It went back 5 weeks instead of 4.
We didn't prepare for Urban Meyer. Fuck. All right.
All right, next up, we got the Jets at New England. New England's
We just
minus
going through the
350.
trash teams.
Ooh.
I think New England's
it's an ugly front-loaded schedule. I can tell you
Oh
that.
yeah.
Next week.
New England's going to take out some frustration on the Jets. Like they're just waiting to take this out.
Yeah.
And they're believing now. They're like, man, we should have beat the Cowboys. We
should be good.
Yes. So I think they're
good.
gonna beat them up. Because
But I know who we're fucking better than. We're better than those fucking Jets.
Right. The little fucking shit Zach Wilson.
We're gonna fucking run over these guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it. I put New England and don't give me hope.
They are
Yeah.
definitely don't give me hope.
And the Jets are trash.
They are Gruden-Meyer and Associates.
Gruden-Meyer and Associates.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call us because we can't help.
Do not call a personal injury.
Personal injury, Mangini and Co-type. 1-800-butt fumble.
1-800 butt face because we'll put your our butt in your face.
That's right. That's what we do. All right.
All right.
We'll still take 40% of your settlement.
We got Carolina at New York.
Ooh.
Carolina's minus 160. New York will never be favored in any game this season. Either team. Jeez.
If McCaffrey's not there, I can see New York pulling this off.
They
I
could.
want them to. Like, I know there's a pride thing, and like they should win the games that they should, and I think that this is a winnable game because Carolina's playing like garbage. But
Their
I
offense
want
is
them to win.
terrible.
I want them to continue to tank. Like this team, like the Knicks and their pride, they could have Chase Young if they weren't so prideful. So
Yeah.
they should just lay down because Gettleman's getting fired.
It's not just Gettleman. You're probably losing Saquon and Daniel Jones in the process. So.
Maybe.
I mean, with the new management team, they're going to want their own core. So
Yeah. Well,
I think
good luck to them.
Saquon could survive that if he gets healthy.
Daniel Jones isn't coming back. He's
Good
if they're not giving Tua time to develop, Daniel Jones, this is his third year, and all he's taken, his overall record, I think, as a starter is what? 8 wins total in 3 years.
That's what I mean. He's okay, but he's not going to be a guy who's going to be a full-time starter.
This is that people are forgetting. This is his third year as a starter.
It is his
Took
third
over
year.
for Manning,
Damn.
for Eli, 2 games into the 2019 season. So it's done. Like my thing is, my measure of a quarterback is what do they do after they take over? You have 1 to 2 years. Like almost every single Hall of Fame quarterback, Eli Manning included, someone like Matt Ryan included. Their team was garbage before they came in, and all of a sudden they're winning divisions and they're winning.
Yeah.
You know,
You have to have the course around him, though, man. I mean, Archie Manning was a good quarterback, but he had terrible teams around him.
They do start building around these guys. You got to build around them, and I don't think that New York has done a particularly good job at building around them at all. They got Saquon, and that's pretty much it as far as building around him. They didn't really do much. Their defense
it's free agency.
Yeah.
It's all like hogwash of free agency and random draft picks. That's it.
Yeah, like
some decent weapons, but they got to protect them.
They can't block for them, and they're also injured to shit. I mean, all the free agents, and that's why you don't really go out and sign free agents that are older because they're going to get hurt, right? Blake Martinez, great pickup, hurt. You know, the offensive line is piecemeal together, and now Andrew, like Nate Solder, waste of fucking money.
Damn.
It was a bad signing.
Like,
you know what? That is where a lot of these teams' most unforgivable sin is committed. It's that all of these teams that go and get these fucking top pick quarterbacks, none of them go get an offensive line to block for them.
Nope.
And then they wonder why these motherfuckers are done in 4 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's as simple. This is not rocket science. Get a good offensive line so that you can actually have a quarterback for more than a few years.
Look at what Josh Allen's doing. He's got time back there.
He's got time. They can get creative if they want to.
Justin Herbert. They spent the whole offseason building the left side of his offensive line.
Right.
It's worked.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's not rocket science. These guys just think that these young quarterbacks who are playing at a level, I mean, it's already a shock as a rookie, but, you know, it really doesn't slow down until your third year. And by your third year, are we at a championship yet? Are we at a championship yet?
Or at least progressing. Jones isn't progressing. He's not. I mean, he's gotten better.
He is.
He's gotten better. He throws better deep balls. Like his pocket presence is better. But they're not putting up W's, and that's what matters in the NFL. Is that because the fans care about W's?
What's matter?
Right.
That's what matters.
They don't care about. Average fan does not care about your PFF rating.
Right. Hey, I graded
out
87% this week.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
You lost by 30.
QBR. What the fuck is that?
Right.
Did you win the game?
Yeah.
How many touchdowns did he throw?
Right.
Yes.
I don't care. All right. Sorry.
All right. So
I
think Carolina is kind of hovering here. They're in
that area.
They're going downward. It's a downward. Don't give me hope. If it could place, I'd place it right here. Right in the middle.
Especially the last 2 weeks.
And then the Giants. I mean, hey, you know,
they're Gruden-Meyer.
Okay.
They are Gruden-Meyer, dude. They got annihilated by the Rams.
Yeah, they weren't even. It wasn't even close. And Kadarius Toney's hurt, so all the weapon and Kenny Galladay's out. Sterling Shepard's barely out there. Darius Slayton is He's on a milk carton. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. I'm just shocked by how bad and like who are the trainers on this team? Like I get it. Like no one's trying to get injured. Don't get me wrong. Like no one's trying to get injured, but like to me, and this might just be my personal opinion, injuries come from 2 things, right? Bad play and bad luck. And you got to eliminate one of those, right? One of them. Because you can't do anything about bad luck.
Yeah.
Bad luck is going to happen. That's inevitable.
Right. Yes.
Right.
But bad plays you can control.
Yeah.
So you got to do something about that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
What are we doing in practice?
Oh, before I forget, we got $5 super chat here from RC from NYC. Appreciate that, my man. He says, "Evening, gentlemen. Evening, O-line. What's up? Chat. Jones is gone. Saquon will stay put. GM is gone too.
100%.
That's
RC
this
from
man's
NYC.
dream.
He's a huge New York fan, New York sports fan as well. He's just as pissed as you are about the Mets. He's been in the thick of it.
Jones he could go somewhere and be good for sure. He could pull Ryan Tannehill somewhere if in the right
situation. Sure.
Yeah,
I can see like him as a Fitzpatrick type.
Or something.
Hey, but look, the Ryan Tannehill situation is extremely rare.
Right. If I go to
that
the
doesn't
best
happen.
running game in football, second best, I guess.
And the reason why it's like that is because they have an amazing running game. That's what gives them that, and that's such a simple formula. You got a great running game, you will have a good passing game. You'll have the opportunity to have a good passing game. But yeah, Tannehill's situation is rare, but Matt Jones has skills. I think he has a comparable skill set in a way to Tannehill in that he can run at least. He is a much better athlete than Tannehill.
Right, yeah.
So, could be something there. All right, next game we got. And this one I thought this would be much closer. I would call this the best of the early games on Sunday. We got the Bengals at Baltimore. I think this is actually going to be a pretty damn good game.
I think so.
I think the Bengals win it.
Yeah,
I'm picking the
really?
Bengals.
Trap game for Baltimore.
Trap game.
Wow.
I'm going to go Baltimore. I'm just going to disagree with you. But Baltimore's starting to look like bad guys right now. What they did to the Chargers, what they did to the Chargers, they definitely think it's their turn, for sure.
I don't even know how, the Ravens even exist from week to week. It is a different team.
Yeah. They're up, they're down. They're hot.
They look terrible, and then they dominate the Chargers. I'm like,
right.
Jesus.
You know what? One thing we'll find out is whether or not that was a game plan thing or just a man-for-man better team thing. Because when you lose like that, to where it's kind of like you're a much better team than that to be blown out, then there's usually something that has to do with game planning that resulted in that. It's usually something along the lines of, and I've seen this happen in the locker room where I've seen this disagreement between, kind of the cliques of coaches in that they want to approach this game one way, and the coaches, the head coach is on the side of approaching it this way. The coordinator is on the side of approaching it this way. One of them loses out, and they go with that approach that the other one wants, and then you go in the game and you get your fucking ass kicked, and then you're like, motherfucker, I told you.
Would you listen to me?
I told you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it is. Like, that happens. That does happen. So I felt like, because, I haven't watched the whole game, but I saw like the shortened version with the highlights. I mean, when those kind of things happen, the way they were getting beat, it looked like they were out of position. It looked like they were just the routes they were running just weren't great routes. They were just kind of like running into the teeth of the defense, and it just didn't work. So I feel like maybe it was a game plan thing. But I feel like in this game, I said this last week too. I feel like Cincinnati actually does understand their identity. They know who they are. They know what kind of team they are, and that's how they're going to play the game. They're going to hit you with a dose of their running game. They're going to try and bomb you with their play action and their drop back. They're going to give a lot of trust to Joe Burrow. Yeah, and that kid is not afraid to throw the ball 40 yards down the field, 10 or more times to try and get scores. So we'll see. I like them though. I like Cincinnati in this. I got Cincinnati in
fight for the right. No, or it's my turn.
I think if I could do it, it'd be halfway like this.
Yeah.
Right,
if they win this game,
this game's probably in my turn.
Yeah. This is a definitive game for their franchise. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
This is a definitive game. If they win this game, it says something about the steps their franchise is taking.
Yes.
And I think these cats right now, I can't deny it.
They're the bad guys. Yeah.
They're the bad guys.
I want to see them lose. If they do what they did to LA, to the Bengals, watch out.
Dude. Annihilation.
Lamar Jackson season, boys.
Oh, yeah. They do what they did. It'll be the redemption tour of Lamar Jackson.
Just back up the bricks truck.
A story of fire and ice.
Lamar Jackson.
Scrooge McDuck pretty soon.
So that's. I think that's going to be the game of the week right there. I think that is. I could see it being that. All right, next up, we got Philadelphia at Las Vegas. Raiders are minus 165 in this game. I'm liking them against the Eagles for sure.
The Eagles aren't that good, man. Their fans were cheering them actually being able to run the ball for once, which is not good.
They were cheering.
Like one of those Bronx cheers too. It's like, how bad are you when you're begging for Doug Peterson back? That's
what I'm saying. Like, what a fast descent into pure garbage,
annihilation.
Yeah. These guys are not even worth the time anymore. So I'm assuming we're going to have the Eagles down and spare some change.
Spare some change. They're not as bad as those three teams down there. They're not that bad.
But close.
Close, yeah.
Close-ish, yeah.
Every week, it seems that teams are figuring out more about Jalen Hurts than he is. They're figuring more about him than he is about defenses. I'll tell you that.
And I'm still going to have the Raiders here, and don't give me hope.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That might have been an anomaly, a rounding of the circling of the wagons.
Yeah, that's their emotional high.
That was their emotional high for the season.
We can show them, and now they've drained themselves.
They have no substance left to continue the season with.
None.
All right, next up we got. Oh my God! Oh, these next two games. Oh my God! All right, first up, Lions at Rams.
Oh,
Rams are minus 1,000.
Matt Stafford's were getting tortured. God, 1,000. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
You got to bet 10 G's to win a G, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's so guaranteed. It still might not even be a bad bet, honestly.
Yeah, it's probably like Rams by 20.
Oh, it's going to be that Simpsons meme that you see online. Stop!
Yeah,
he's already dead.
Stop! He's already dead.
Jared Goff is the crusty burglar.
I think the Rams are starting to look like the bad guys for sure.
Yeah. They are getting there. They're close. They are close.
But it's definitely their turn. I mean, Stafford is
about watching a grown man cry in a press conference and won't let me tear him down.
Where's this game? Where's this game?
It's in LA.
Oh, so Matthew Stafford is like, I'm gonna let y'all know what you let go.
He's drinking a daiquiri right now. He's enjoying life.
What I mean?
He's getting ready.
Oh my God!
Let me show you my new chick.
Yeah. That's basically what it's all about.
Come see my new chick.
Girl.
Yeah. No, she's the girl that got really hot, went to LA, found a rich exec, and there's the poor dude that abused her and is still drinking at a bar alone. That's Detroit.
Yeah.
No, he's the Detroit is the fucking remember Casino, the movie Casino?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
When what was his name? Robert Lake, I think his name is, or something like that. The guy who was De Niro's wife's little old pimp.
Yeah. The dude that
Gucci suit.
Yeah.
The Gucci denim. He's in the fucking diner, in the fucking
Detroit.
IHOP sitting next. Come on, baby. Now you know I always take care of you. Now you know I always loved you.
Right.
It was rough for us out there, but I took care of you when I had to. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So let me get $5,000 cash.
And she would always give it to him. Do it.
And she would always give it to him, right? And then here comes De Niro, the LA Rams, come walking into the door. We don't need his money. We're going to take you out of here. We're going to get you a good life.
Yeah.
And we're going to beat this fucker in the back alley. That's what the fuck's about to happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Woo. All right.
It's about to go down.
If that were not bad enough for you, gentlemen, may I present the next matchup? The Houston Texans
Bishop Sycamore? Oh.
at Arizona.
Oh,
With Arizona seeing a minus 1375.
I
This
think
game-
this isn't just the JJ Watt reunion. This is the DeAndre Hopkins reunion too.
This
Right.
is full circle.
This game is gonna have a Brazzers logo on it. That's how much pounding is gonna happen in this game. Arizona is just gonna you'll find this game on Pornhub. It's gonna be uploaded to Pornhub after the game because
It's
of
going to be
pounding.
under extreme
Yeah,
gangbang.
Watch the Texans.
Extreme gangbang, or just like vicious animal porn, like a dude getting raped by a horse or something ridiculous.
And
Like
we
that.
just got Uche demonetized, but it's all good.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time. I do that all the time. That game is going to be so bad, it's going to be demonetized. So it works.
After this game, the Cardinals are going to be 7-0. It's going to be a blowout. It's going to be like 38-14 or some shit. Everyone is going to start putting the Cardinals in the Super Bowl. A little early, but this is going to be. This is like their.
This is something.
You
that-
see what they did against Cleveland? They showed no mercy against them.
Yeah, they're not going to show Houston any mercy. They're the new
These
Buffalo
cats are a
Bills.
17.5-point favorite.
Oh, wow.
Damn, you don't see that in the NFL.
Yeah, that's
You don't see that in the
17 and
NFL.
a half points.
I don't blame them.
Seahawks on his old team.
You barely see that when Alabama plays these directional schools.
Yeah,
That shit made my forehead sweat.
1AA North.
I said, damn, 1375. There ain't no bet you can make that's going to be good enough for this.
I mean, it is like NCAA. It is Alabama versus Division I AA South or something ridiculous like that. This is what this is.
yeah. This is gonna be ass whipping.
or it could be a Michigan versus Appalachian State.
I don't think so. Arizona doesn't have flaws
Appalachian
like
State's
that.
good though.
Yeah, Michigan. That team ended up unranked by the end of the season. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Dude, I think
Oh,
Bishop
they're saying
Sycamore could
they're
probably be
1600
Houston right now.
now. Says
Cards are
now.
minus 1600.
Oh.
People must be laying on the cards.
It says someone must have bet heavy.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
I'm a hedge fund manager. I was like, let me put $1 million on the cards here.
Ooh, wee.
I got
Floyd
burned.
Mayweather just bet $10 million.
Some
What do you
hedge
got?
fund manager got burned on GameStop.
Do-
GameStop.
do-
gotta make this
All right, I
up.
gotta make this up. Daddy needs a new.
They're gonna fucking take me out.
Mm-hmm.
Do we wait until next week to crown them, or do we crown their ass right now?
They're the bad guys, man. People, I'm telling you, after this week, everyone's gonna put them at the
I
top.
say they're the bad guys. I say so.
Everyone's gonna rank
Yeah.
them number one because they're gonna be 7-0, and that's no one else is 7-0.
Mhm.
Not even close. Texans are trash.
Gruden and Meyer associates.
Oh, they make it trash.
Yeah. No need for the champagne this week, Dolphins fans.
If you're, yeah, I'm just saying, like, it must be hard to be an ex-Texan, right? An ex-Texan player, because there's nothing really to be
Ooh.
proud of, right? Jacksonville has been a win away from the Super Bowl. Atlanta should have a ring, right? Should.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for fucking Kyle Shanahan. Texans, they have never done shit.
Even the Panthers got in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Texans blew a 24-0 lead. That's your highlight.
yeah. All right.
I mean, they were Tennessee at one point, right?
Well, the Houston Oilers, yeah, but there's
Oh wait, no,
not-
they became
Yeah,
Tennessee.
two.
No,
two
the
different.
Texans
Yeah,
are
yeah, two different.
Pure expansion team. Pure.
Yeah, pure expansion. Pure expansion, and they've done nothing.
Nothing.
Literally.
Yeah. they
Houston
came
football's
with the
highlight is still love you blue. That's it.
All right, next up, we got Chicago at Tampa. Tampa's minus 675. I feel like that's a Tampa win all day.
I feel like
all
that's a
night.
close game, though.
It's a
I feel like
close
it's going to
one,
be
yeah.
closer than people
I think
are going to give it credit for.
Chicago's defense is going to hold them in. It depends if Justin Fields, if he can like play
In
to a little
Tampa?
bit. Tampa Bay secondary is pretty wrecked right now. They are
Yes.
injured to hell.
I mean, even the guys that they're signing off the street are getting hurt.
Yeah, but
So
you know,
it will be close.
it's not hard to defend against that middle school offense that they run. Though.
They don't-
You don't have to worry
no
about
chips, no
too much.
motions,
Mhm.
Okay.
no option routes.
Well, they had to simplify it for Fields because he's not ready yet.
That has to be complicated though with the option routes. Like when you have two receivers that are going to do up to 6 different things, that's got to be hard to get used to.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you're-
Well, this is the
coming
thing
into the
about that,
league.
though. That the thing about option routes is that they all do they're all switch options based on the same exact thing. So if you're, running a route that's designed to attack, like say a cover 2 and kind of sit in that shallow middle of the field, that too high area, then and they run a cover 4 or cover 3, which is going to protect that, then everybody's route changes to that. There is not like, it's not like one guy's route will change, but the others won't. Everybody's route changes. So he essentially gets a second play under it that he can run. So he should know what those routes are. The problem is for those quarterbacks is if they can't read the coverage and they don't know that they're disguising cover 3, then that's where they look like they can't comprehend what's going on. Yeah. Because they'll stay with the cover 3 look and throw a cover 3 route. Throw a cover 2 route when they're actually facing cover 3.
And they get picked.
And they get picked off.
Throw it to nobody.
You see a ball just go floating down the middle of the field, and there's nobody there but the DB.
Get a lot of these. My bad.
Yeah, my bad. That was me, guys.
Yes, motherfucker, you do it.
Yeah, we know.
Because there would be like some plays where there would be some plays that I would know what the route was going to be on that, because we're looking for certain things and certain we're sliding our protection one way or another based on the alignment of a slot or whether he's capped by a safety. If he's capped, then we know that, hey, this is what they're doing. But we also can look at the backside safety to see if they're disguising, because that backside safety has to get out of his disguise earlier than everybody else. So you start seeing him move. It's like a pendulum. Everything just rotates around.
Gotcha.
And you know that they're running something else. Some quarterbacks just can't get that shit. So.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. And we didn't even.
Yeah, they're the bad guys. Sure.
We know that they're there.
The Bears are don't give me hope.
They are don't.
Bears are definitely
the definition of don't give me hope.
Yeah, personified. Next matchup, and this one I actually think this is going to be a closer matchup than that game is. We got Indy at San Fran. San Fran's minus 200.
I haven't seen San Fran coming off the bye week. Don't even know what they're coming with. Trey Lance.
They even healthy?
Yeah, Trey Lance will be starting, right?
I think, he's injured, but he'll be coming back.
I'm going with the Colts
on Indy in this game. I think Indy's starting to figure shit out.
Hopefully. We'll see. I do think Indy pulls it off in the end. San Fran's just too banged up. It's just hard to really gauge them as an offensive perspective.
Man,
yeah,
they were
I go with Indy on this as well. What about you, Justin? What you think?
What, San Fran's done 3 running backs at this point?
Some bit. I think they're still. I think Elijah Mitchell's still starting, if I remember correctly.
It's hard to believe San Fran was 2 years removed from a Super Bowl.
I had them winning the division this year.
Yeah. 2 years, that's how hard it is, man. That's how hard it is. To think that you'll be back there again because it felt so easy the first time. Yeah. It's not easy, dude.
They've been banged up 3 of the 4 years.
Way. I thought the same way. And that's what happened to us in Jacksonville. My rookie year, we were in the playoffs. It was like the funnest year ever. Rookie player, just every week I'm just we won.
Yeah, you won a playoff game too.
And we won a playoff game.
Yeah,
we beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. We're the only team in NFL history to beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh twice in one season. Twice. We did that my rookie year, and then 10 years later,
17.
In 2017, they did it again. The same thing. Beat them in Pittsburgh early in the season and came back.
Oh, that was such an infuriating year for Steeler fan, dear God.
Yeah.
The downside of being successful is you're playing a lot of extra snaps now. So if you're making these deep playoff runs and just assuming you're going to be back,
but
you're losing guys left. Well, shit like a Tampa. I mean, secondaries.
My honest opinion is I don't think Tampa's going to make the Super Bowl. I think they're going to get knocked out first or second round.
Yeah, we said that last year, didn't we?
I mean, last year we hoped because we're like, he can't do it again, can
he? They look dead in the water though. When the game when Brady did this shit, when he forgot when he tried to pretend how many downs there were, everyone buried them. Everyone buried them, and they came back and they won it all. So I don't count out Tom Brady until he's dead, literally dead.
Yeah.
Show me the body.
Right.
Show me where his body is.
Even then, you better make sure you put a bullet in his head because, he gets still rise up and kill you. You got to be careful. Be careful.
Show me where his body is so you can walk over it, stand over it, and shoot him 5 more times in the face.
Garlic and a biblical stake in the heart, and then shoot him again.
Just
burn the
in case
body
he's
and
a
shoot him
vampire.
again.
Keep a camera on that rock over the tomb, right?
Yes.
I don't want nothing to happen here. Okay.
Make sure to burn the tomb after 3 days.
Yep. All right. Sorry.
That's the only way you can convince me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Touchdown.
All right, so
Still hold my breath.
all right, so where we got the Colts? I got the Colts and fight for the right. I think they're hanging on.
I think so.
Just barely.
I think so.
The Niners, they're
Don't give me
they're coming off the bye
They are,
week.
don't
but
give me hope.
yeah, don't give me hope.
Don't give me hope.
Don't give me hope. All right, and we got our last matchup here of the week. We got, and this one is an odd matchup. Odd, very odd. Saints at Seahawks. Saints are minus 225.
Saints coming off the bye.
Saints are a weird team, but at the same time, Seattle looks really bad. No Russell Wilson, getting 2017 Packers vibes. And I don't know how that was close against Pittsburgh, but still, like they aren't the same because of,
Gino Casino. I don't like him, man. Like, I mean, he's a solid backup. He's like Teddy Bridgewater. Like, he's not going to make huge mistakes, but he's also not Russell Wilson.
Dude, you're just biased because he pissed off Ben McAdoo and got benched Eli for a streak.
I don't look at that. I don't care about what happened. Eli was garbage by then. He was old.
He still wasn't the main problem in New York.
Yeah.
He deserved better than that.
Yeah, he did deserve better than that, but that was Ben McAdoo's fault, not Geno Smith's fault.
Exactly.
The thing is that with the Seahawks, when you look at them, Russell Wilson has masked many of their problems over the years. Like, they don't have an offensive line, and they never really have. So, Geno Smith isn't going to fix all the problems that Russell Wilson has been masking. So I think they're in a lot of trouble.
I would say that Geno Smith, I would say in about 70, if you comparing them I compare them to be similar at about 70%, right? But I feel like that other 30% is completely made up of playmaker ability in Russell Wilson, whereas Geno Smith has none of that. He has no playmaker ability whatsoever. He can throw the ball, yes. He can get the throw there, but with what the Seahawks have lived off of for
Extending the
decade,
play.
has been extending the play, breaking the defense down, and making a big play at the end.
Yep.
And they don't have that in anybody else on that roster other than Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And that's why they don't get that's why they're not going to win.
Yeah.
That's why they're not going to win. So, sadly, these guys are, at least in my eyes, they're here.
Some change. I agree.
Wow, you're putting the Seahawks down below the 49ers. Okay, interesting.
49ers, hey, remember, if they lose coming off their bye, they'll be right there too.
Yeah.
So it's even. It's even.
It's a fluid situation.
Some change. Yeah. All right.
Saints, I think Saints are
Fight for the right.
Fight for the
yeah,
right,
fight
or
for the right.
Remember the Saints did lose to the Giants though.
Oh.
But they should have won. The Giants got really lucky though in that comeback. I would say that the Giants should be a winless team. They got lucky.
They slipped through the cracks on that one.
I would say fight for your right, but remember though that they did lose to the Giants. But then again, the Jets beat
had to
the
put that in
Titans.
there.
The Jets beat the Titans.
Crazy,
And
crazy shit happens, man. Crazy shit happens.
So as you can see in the tier maker, things are starting to become a little bit more clear at the top, at least for now.
yeah.
And I think that all these teams down here left have buys this week, or is there a did I get a Monday game? No, yeah, that's all the games. Yeah.
Cowboys are on a bye.
Yep.
Thank God.
Good.
I don't have to
You
hear
don't have
more
to fucking
shit.
hear about that.
Oh, he still will. He still will. Don't worry.
Can't win this week.
We get a break this week.
Right now, what it's looking like. I mean, I guess if you look at these bottom teams here, you could add 3 more teams into that mix. You got Buffalo, Dallas, Los Angeles, and then you got about 9 teams right now that are really sitting at the top of the NFL.
Yeah, 1/3 of the NFL right now is
Oh, yeah.
got a
Yeah.
chance.
1/3 of the NFL right now has solid winning records. They have solid teams. They're not perfect. They all have flaws. I'd say, yeah, they all got flaws. None of them really have anything that can't be taken advantage of. But, we're now in week 7, and it's starting to clear up. By week 10, the picture will be that much clearer. And we'll know what teams are really in the runs, what teams are trying to sneak in to start looking for a wild card spot, and what teams are trying to vie for them top draft picks, because there's a lot of them down here in old Suckyville, Garbageville.
Giants might get 2 in the top 10. We'll see. Woo. It'll be worth it.
That might be the best thing that ever happened to them.
I got to watch this team fucking lose again.
Well, you got to be careful because they might keep Dave Gettleman in that situation.
Yeah. Well, the Giants need to bring in somebody like, an old veteran like Ernie Accorsi or somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing. How about that? I would like to see that.
Dave Gettleman was an organizational soldier for a long time.
Bring Jerry Reese back or some shit.
Like you're talking about Jerry Reese. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying,
you are so far down, dude.
He'd be so much better than Dave Gettleman's
later
years,
dude.
He built
my God. Dude, did I seriously hear that from you?
Yes.
Jesus.
That 2012 team had Jerry Reese's fingerprints all over it.
Next you're going to be begging for Ben McAdoo or Pat Shurmur back.
Don't ever mention either of those names. Okay.
Okay, Ray Handel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our TIERMAKER live stream. Once again, we do appreciate y'all for being here. If this is your first time on Lineman Life Live, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the Observant Lineman Uche Waneri. I got my guys here, 5 Point Vids, Urinating Tree, Justin Blalock. We are the Lineman Life Live TIERMAKER panel. Now, 5 points. What you got coming up?
I'm working on a video on NFL play calling dilemmas, between going for it on 4th, kicking a field goal, or punting inside enemy territory. Like all the dilemmas that a coach
situational football.
Yes. So me and Will Keys, my writer, we went and analyzed all of the math around it and used stats like expected points, etc. And it's going to be really interesting. So I'm developing that right now. So maybe by Sunday I'll have that out.
Nice. Tree. Sports ball.
Yep, just released that this week.
I'm halfway through it.
Did release that. Hoping for Haters Guide to the World Series coming out this weekend. It depends when both series end. So it's fluid. So I'm hoping this weekend. Worst case scenario, probably Monday or Tuesday.
Nice. Big Justin got his new setup.
Yeah.
JB, look at the lineup though. He's got the lineup. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Crispy.
Got nice.
Yeah, with the chandelier too. I like that.
The chandelier with the
I didn't notice the chandelier.
Man, we need to do a Super Bowl special from your crib. Damn.
that's on the table. That can be in play.
Hell yeah, man. No, it's all good, man. But everybody, we do appreciate y'all for being here with us on Lineman Life Live. We will be live again on the TIERMAKER next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you are able to get on that if possible. But until then, we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.